Hello, everybody. This is Tariq L1, and this is a quick demo for the SQL injection. To do so, I got you one of those labs from Cisco Net Academy, and as well, I have downloaded a VM, a virtual machine, already built in for Cisco Labs, just for the sake of the demo only, for students to understand what we are trying to do. So to do so, we will go over few steps. We will check first if the database has vulnerability first or not. Then we will go step by step. Can you give me the name of the database? Can you give me how many, the name of the tables or the table? Can you give me how many records, how many columns? Then finally, which is the risky one, can you give me the username and the password? And that's what we will do. So to do so, I'm gonna take you to that's built in, let's say, not applications, it's like appliances. So you can download that, the DVWA. If you don't know, I may create a separate video for that one. However, you can find it online, and you can find plenty of videos online how to download, install, and set up the DVWA. Let's go inside that and log in. The first thing to do after you log in, go to the security here, and instead of impossible, make this one low and submit, because we will assume that the database has a low level of security. So has been done already. That's it. So let's go to the SQL injection, and we will execute few commands here to find out that if we have issues or not. One of the issues as well, let's go for the first piece. That's a Cisco lab about the SQL injection. I put it into the right corner of the screen so you can see exactly what the steps we going through. The first one, we will check if we have any type of vulnerability. So the system has problem. How is that? When we, let me just take that, copy that one so you can see that. And I will put it inside here. So what is that 1 = 1? 1 = 1 means like if you want to put the entries always true. So everything is true. So do we have no exception? No, no, no. Whatever 1 = 1 means it's all the time the entries or the exceptionals or equal true. So let's execute that one and see how it works. So when you execute that, okay, so we will get something like that. What we have, as soon as I execute that, it gives me, that's the IDs. So it gives me the first record, admin and admin. Then the second record, Gordon Brown. The third record, Hackme. The fourth record, Paulo. And the fifth record is Pop Smith. So now I know that I have 5 records over here right now into the database, or at least like those, either the admin or either inside the table itself. So if those are the admin, for example, let's go to another step. Let's see how many fields inside the query itself. So what we will do, I'm gonna go here. This is the first step we have done. That's number 1. You can, by the way, choose that by 2, by 3, whatever it is. So the second one, I'm gonna check that one. Now we will use the order by. So just copy that one and put it over here. And oh, okay. So now it gives me that the number of field in the query is usually 2. As you can see, the number of field means like the number of columns. So I have only 2 field in each one. So, but you put over here, over there, you put by 1. Okay, so if I put that here and I change it to by 2, so that's the first record, right? So if I execute that by 2, that's here. What about if I execute it by 3? Let's say, here it is. I will copy this one here and I'll put it. Oh, here it is. So when you put that one, that's unknown. So we do not have that one in the system. So now I know that we have 2 fields, and the maximum is, as you can see, that admin, 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 admin. So we do not have a third column. So 2 columns only. So first, we identify that there is a vulnerability. The second one, we identify that the number of field per each. So we collecting data for now. The third piece, I'm gonna try to check for if we have any type specific version. So what is the specific database version? Why is that? Because each version usually come with different, not different, but at least like improvement of hacking tools, different ones. So if I hit that one like that, it gave me, okay, so that's the version. As you can see that the end of the output usually like similar to that, which is okay. There is no problem with that. However, what is that? As you can see here. So everything here done with admin, Gordon, hack me, whatever, that's the 5 record we have. However, at the end here, when I hit the admin, it give me, oh, okay, the first name is 1, and the last name over here, that's 50558, whatever it is. So version 1, that's the version 505, that's 8. And we can specify as well, which is the MySQL in short. That's MySQL version 50558. Okay, so I determine the version. I determine the type of database. I determine that there are some vulnerability. How many fields? So can you give me the name of the database? Right. So now here it is. Copy that one and put it on. And hit OK. It's gonna give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then as you can see that's the record we are looking for. What is that? It gave me the name of the database is DVWA. That's another one, and that's what we got. So now I know the name of the database. Can you give me the table name? So I know now the database name. Can you give me the table name? If you have studied some of the cybersecurity units usually come, students haven't studied database and they don't know actually what is select and so on. What is select one? What is the table name from whatever? They don't know these things. However, I encourage you, if you don't know basics about the select statement, just to go over the W3 schools that come and are under the SQL, you will find a very fundamental, very basic concept about the SQL statement. So just only for the sake of the demo only, I just want to make sure that everybody got the idea So I want to find the name of the table. So now here it is. We have here, when we get this one, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have guest book, that's table name, and we have users. So mostly that's going to be the users. So we have two tables right now. One of them, the guest book, and one of them are users. So two different tables. Let's focus on one of them because what we want to have, I want to have to focus on the users to be able to retrieve some names from the users. I'm gonna focus on users. I want to get some names from that table. So the same thing. Can you give me the union? If you understand the union, select the column from the schema where the table name equal users. So can you give me the list of the users inside the user's name? Here it is. It gives you the list of the users. Yes, we keep going with that. The pub here up to here, Paulo, Bob, and then after that, user one, user ID, one first name, last name, user, password, avatar, and then after that, last login, failed login, and so on. What is that? It gives me a hint that there are vulnerability here, which we can use it to get extra data. Extra data means, like, as you can see that, can you see the word, the password here? So that's surname. Surname is password, and surname here user. Okay, surname here. It's okay. Last name, which means makes sense, but password is a last name. So it tell me that there are some possibility of vulnerability, which I can get more credential about that user. So what we will do, we will start using retrieving user credential. To get that user credential, I'm gonna start select. Can you see that? Select user and password. User and password. So two columns from the user. So can you fetch user and password for the whole thing? So let's copy that one and let's put it on here and execute. Oh, okay. So the first user, admin and admin, the username, that's here it is. The Gordon, the Hackme, Paulo, Picasso, Bob Smith. Here it is. That's are the users. Then what? Password. So the admin password, this one, but hashed. Oh, it's easy, by the way. We can actually dehash that one. So hashed. Those are the password for all of them, for all the users. Hashing, if I got to the record and it been hashed, we have multi applications, online application even for free, which can dehash all those passwords. So as you can see here, for example, Smithy, Paolo, whatever it is. So what we will do, I'm gonna go to one of those website. Let me just take that one, and I'm gonna open that one here so you guys can see. Pick one of those ones. Let's say Smithy. Okay, so here it is, and I'm gonna copy that. Put that one here. Put I am not a robot, and crack the hash. And the password actually is a password. What about another one? Let's go for the admin. Here it is. Here, password as well. Let's go for Paulo. Let's go for Paulo. Here, Letman, as you can see here. So the type of hashing, that's the hash, the type of hashing we're using algorithm MD5. And the password, as you can see here, is Litman. So in term of SQL injection, we need to find out first if that database has a low level of security, which means that it's vulnerable to being hacked. And that's usually we run multi queries. And those queries usually, sometimes we use some sort of special characters or and so on to confuse the database, the select statement. So if it has any vulnerability, from there we start taking step by step to go inside the database and find out that the admin, the users, and their name, password, whatever we can get. This is a quick demo for SQL injection. I can see that some students sometimes they lost when they go through the steps, usually due to the lack of knowledge about SQL statement. I hope that help you to understand how this SQL injection works, and I hope that video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another hacking tool. Thank you.